Relationships can be a thrilling adventure filled with joy, excitement, and the promise of deep connection. However, they can also bring confusion and heartache. One of the most bewildering experiences women encounter is when a man they've been dating suddenly goes silent. This video delves into why this happens and how to handle it. Whether you're experiencing this now or want to be prepared for the future, stay tuned. This is one video you won't want to miss. Remember that thrilling connection, the late-night conversations, the shared laughter. Suddenly, it's replaced by an unsettling quiet. His texts become sporadic, his calls non-existent, he's distant, emotionally unavailable. This sudden shift can feel like whiplash. One moment you're in sync, the next you're grasping for a connection that's no longer there. The man who made you feel cherished now seems miles away. This silence is deafening. It amplifies every insecurity, every fear. Our minds race, trying to decipher the reason behind his retreat. Did I say something? Did I do something wrong? The silence screams uncertainty, leaving us grappling with a wave of emotions that threaten to pull us under. While this silence can be overwhelming, it's important to approach it with a balanced perspective. Decoding the silence can be challenging. But before we jump to conclusions, let's consider this. Men and women process emotions differently. While women might express themselves openly, men often internalize. This doesn't excuse the silence, but it offers context. He might be dealing with external pressures, work, family, personal challenges. He might not have the emotional bandwidth to communicate effectively. Or maybe he's simply afraid of confrontation, of saying the wrong thing. This doesn't make it right. But understanding his perspective can help us approach the situation with empathy, even amidst our own hurt. Remember, silence doesn't always equate to malice. Sometimes it's a sign of internal struggle, a cry for space to process. While there are many potential reasons why men withdraw emotionally, the most common and often unspoken reason is a change in his feelings. This doesn't necessarily mean he fell out of love overnight. It's more likely that his feelings have been gradually fading over time. Instead of engaging in open and honest communication, men may resort to silence as a way of avoiding difficult conversations. They might fear hurting your feelings or dealing with your emotional reaction. This avoidance stems from a desire to protect both himself and you from emotional pain. It's essential to remember that regardless of the excuses given, the core issue is the change in his feelings. This realization can be painful to accept, but it's crucial for your own emotional well-being. His silence is not your fault. It's a reflection of his own emotional process and his inability to communicate effectively. Remember, understanding these dynamics isn't about blaming yourself or the other person. It's about gaining clarity and empowering yourself in your relationships. When you value yourself and understand what true investment looks like, you're better equipped to build healthy, fulfilling relationships. Finding yourself in the silence is crucial. In the hustle and bustle of daily life, it's easy to lose touch with who you are. These moments of quiet offer a unique opportunity for introspection and growth, allowing you to rediscover your authentic self and desires. Silence offers a rare opportunity to reconnect with your inner self, to listen to your own thoughts and feelings without the noise of the outside world. It's in these quiet moments that you can truly understand what you need and what you want. When you're drowning in a sea of doubt, the first step is to find your life raft. This life raft can be anything that gives you a sense of stability and security. It could be a hobby, a routine, or even a person who makes you feel safe. The important thing is to have something to hold on to when everything else feels uncertain. This is where self-care comes in. Self-care is not just a buzzword, it's a necessity. It's about taking the time to do things that nourish your soul and rejuvenate your spirit. Whether it's a warm bubble bath, reading a good book, or simply sitting in a cozy corner with candles lit, these small acts of kindness towards yourself can make a big difference. It's not just about manicures and face masks, although those are nice too. Self-care goes deeper than that. It's about taking care of your mental and emotional well-being. It's about setting boundaries, saying no when you need to, and giving yourself permission to rest and recharge. It's about anchoring yourself in the storm. Life can be unpredictable and challenging, but self-care helps you stay grounded. It's your anchor, your way of holding steady. When the winds of life try to blow you off course, it's about finding strength within yourself to weather any storm. This is the time to reconnect with yourself. Spend time in nature, do yoga, meditate, or simply sit by a lake and reflect. These activities help you tune into your inner self and find peace amidst the chaos. They remind you of the beauty and tranquility that still exists in the world. Engage in activities that bring you joy, that remind you of your passions, your strength. Whether it's painting, dancing, or any other creative outlet, these activities can be incredibly therapeutic. They allow you to express yourself and reconnect with the things that make you happy. Spend time with loved ones who uplift you, who remind you of your worth. Journal your feelings. Writing can be a powerful tool for processing emotions and gaining clarity. It helps you articulate your thoughts and feelings, making them easier to understand and manage. Express the hurt, the confusion, the anger. Acknowledge them without judgment. It's important to let yourself feel these emotions rather than suppressing them. By acknowledging your feelings, you can begin to heal and move forward. This is about processing, not dwelling. Mindfulness exercises and meditation can help you stay present and focused. They teach you to observe your thoughts and feelings without getting caught up in them. This way, you can process your emotions in a healthy way without letting them overwhelm you. Remember, you are not defined by his silence. Your worth is not determined by someone else's actions or words. You are a unique individual with your own strengths and qualities. Don't let anyone else's behavior make you doubt your value. You are a woman of value, of strength, of resilience. You have the power to overcome any challenge and emerge stronger on the other side. Believe in yourself and your ability to navigate through life's ups and downs. This moment, this silence does not diminish that. Instead, it offers you a chance to grow, to learn, and to become even more resilient. Embrace the silence. Use it as a time for self-discovery and self-care. You are capable of great things, and this is just one step on your journey. Now, after the period of silence, it's your choice whether to break the silence or let it go, depending on your relationship. While his silence might be about him, your response is about you, and that response should empower you, not diminish you. The key: communication. Choose a time and place where you can talk openly and honestly. Approach the conversation with calmness and understanding, but don't shy away from expressing how his silence made you feel. Use I statements. Instead of "you made me feel," try "when you went silent, I felt." This shifts the focus from blame to impact, fostering a more productive conversation. Remember, communication is a two-way street. Give him space to share his perspective, to explain his side. Listen without interrupting. The goal is understanding, not winning an argument. In summary, navigating the silence in relationships involves understanding the reasons behind it, focusing on self-care, and fostering open communication. Remember, your worth is not defined by someone else's actions. Embrace this time for self-discovery and growth. Now that we've explored why men might suddenly go silent in relationships, let's shift our focus to some common mistakes women often make. Understanding both sides of the equation can help us build stronger, more fulfilling relationships. So let's dive into 4 mistakes most women make in relationships with men and how to fix them. I'll highlight 4 common mistakes women make that can cause men to pull away and how to address them. One mistake is becoming intimate too quickly. This usually means becoming physically intimate before an emotional bond forms. When intimacy precedes an emotional connection, a man's feelings for you may decrease due to his biological design. If you've made this mistake, reduce the physical intimacy between you two. Avoid situations that may lead to physical intimacy, such as visiting each other's homes late at night. The second mistake is pursuing him too actively. Men often feel empowered when they pursue a woman, so if you take on that role, he may distance himself to regain his sense of masculinity. If this is the case, focus on nurturing your femininity, such as maintaining gentle conversations and taking care of your appearance. This approach tends to attract men. The third mistake is emotional dependency, which means your happiness relies solely on him. This can burden a man and drain his joy. If you're guilty of this, remember that life has many aspects beyond him. Make friends, read books, and take care of yourself. Having a well-rounded life can make you resilient. The fourth mistake is allowing hurt in a relationship. This refers to bouts of anger, verbal attacks, or controlling behavior. Such actions create tension and can gradually decrease a man's feelings for you. If you've caused hurt, stop the behaviors leading to it. Seek solutions without resorting to anger. Help him realize his mistakes without harsh words, and encourage him to share his whereabouts voluntarily. In conclusion, the 4 common mistakes that can distance a man are becoming sexually intimate too early, pursuing him excessively, being emotionally dependent, and causing hurt. Recognizing and rectifying these behaviors could bring immediate changes to your relationship. Remember, by merely avoiding mistakes, we can improve the results without necessarily becoming better or smarter. These are things you can stop doing now. If making these changes is difficult, it's likely because you're used to handling complex situations. But simplicity can often be the key to success. If you've tried many methods without success, consider the strategies I've shared. Even if they don't yield the results you're hoping for, you'll gain experience to continue your search for what does work. While it's important to avoid these relationship pitfalls, it's equally crucial to know how to maintain your self-worth when someone unexpectedly disappears from your life. So let's dive into 5 powerful steps to keep your value high when he ghosts you. First up, shift your focus. What you focus on, you feel, and what you feel, you attract. So if you're stuck on questions like, why is he doing this? What's he thinking? Why isn't he calling? You're just going to feel more frustrated and bitter. And guess what? You will attract more of that negativity. Instead, focus on yourself, on what you have, and start building something new. You'll feel happier and attract better vibes. Next, remember the basics. Whenever self-doubt creeps in, remind yourself, I deserve to be loved. I won't settle for less. Keep these basics front and center. They'll help you stay grounded and get through tough times. If you're dating, give the guy some space to sort out his feelings. Men often need a little time apart to process their emotions. But be careful. This is a sensitive period. If you handle it wrong, you might become emotionally dependent. Remember, while he's thinking, he's also watching you. Keep your value high if you want him to make a wise decision. Things can still turn out great if you're not officially together. Don't assume you're exclusive. If you're just dating casually, meet other guys. Let them show you they care. Keep your options open. Build abundance in your life. When you have options, you make better choices. Improve yourself, pursue your passions, and nurture relationships beyond romance. This makes you more resilient. And if you want love, give love. Don't shut down because of one guy. Stay open and loving, and love will find its way back to you, maybe from a different source. Let's recap. Focus on yourself and what you can control. Remember your worth and don't settle for less. Give space when needed, but keep your value high. Keep your options open and build abundance in your life. Now that we've explored why men might suddenly go silent in relationships and common mistakes women often make, you also know how to maintain your self-worth when someone unexpectedly disappears from your life. Let's dive into some powerful insights that can transform your approach to love. 5 relationship insights every woman should know. Number 1, if a guy isn't treating you right, remember this: there's always someone out there who will. Don't settle for less just because you're afraid of being alone. You're worth so much more than that. Be brave and let go of those low-quality relationships. Make room for someone who will treat you with the respect and love you deserve. Number 2, actions speak louder than words. Pay attention to how he treats you. A man's actions reveal his true feelings. If you consistently attract guys who don't respect you or seem indifferent, it's time for a reality check. Are you sending the right signals? Remember, you set the standard for how you're treated. Stand tall, be confident, and watch how quickly things change. Third, ladies, here's the tea. When a man truly wants you in his life, he'll move mountains for you. If he's not giving you attention or making you a priority, it's because he doesn't think he needs to. A man who values you will give you his time, attention, and effort. Don't make excuses for him. Actions speak louder than words. Number 4, know your worth. Asking for what you deserve isn't being demanding, it's knowing your worth. A man who truly loves you will want to fulfill your needs. Your desires are valid, so communicate them clearly and confidently. Don't feel guilty for having standards. Let's be clear. There's a world of difference between demands and standards. We'll dive deeper into this in a future episode, but for now, remember this. We embody our standards through our actions. It's not about dictating terms to a man, it's about knowing our worth and refusing to compromise. We lead by example, setting the bar high and expecting nothing less than what we deserve. Finally, here's the deal, ladies. We can't control whether a man deceives us, but we can control our own fabulousness. Your charm and confidence can make someone want to stay with you. If you're deceived despite your best efforts, it doesn't decrease your worth. It just means that person wasn't deserving of your awesomeness. Focus on being the best version of yourself and watch how you attract partners who truly value you. Ladies, you've just unlocked some powerful relationship insights. If this video resonated with you, please consider liking it. It helps us reach more people. Don't forget to subscribe for more awesome content. Until next time, take care and remember your worth.